Indie Music Live. This is episode 89 tonight. I am JoJo Keys. And yeah, it's really weird, Rob. I can't see myself. That's strange. That's going to freak me out for a minute, but I'll get used to it. I'm sitting here with David Fog Machine Werba. I think I'm going to stick with Fog Machine Werba. How you doing tonight, Dave?
Feeling pretty gnarly tonight, man.
Oh, that's
nice. How about you? Yeah.
I wouldn't say gnarly, but maybe a little gassy. But, you know, what's new, right?
Gnarly used to be my favorite word in the English language for, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years. There's so many ways you can use it, man. I mean, think about it. I want people to think about that tonight. All right.
So we have a special panel guest, Omega Sparx, here and with Game Breaks. And just to let you know, there's only going to be 2 of us on screen tonight. We won't have the 3 thing tonight. Rob's struggling a little bit. He's having a little bit of problems with the box, man, the box. So bear with us. You might be able to hear us, but you might not be able to see us right away. So Omega Sparx, how you doing tonight, man? You just barely made it. What were you doing?
Man, I just came out of a Zen state, and so
you fell asleep. What you meant?
Went to sleep. So what's going on, everybody? Thank you, Joe, for having me again. I am Omega Sparx.
All right, cool. Well, a good thing you gave me your number, because then I was able to text you and be like, dude.
All right, man.
All right, so it's been an interesting week. We have some music news coming up here in a little bit. We have, if anybody has watched our site for the past couple of years or whatever, there's a band that was a featured artist a long time ago by the name of Sinoptik. We have a video premiere coming up for them. They actually sent me an email and said, hey, here's our new video. Could you play it on the show? And I said yes, because they're awesome. So we have the full video.
They are great.
At least most of it. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Calamari's here. Lincoln Plowman's here. I saw James Lickey was here, and Leah Mita. Let me know if you are still here. Say hello in the comments. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Every
More
Tuesday.
Litkeys? Jesus. One's enough.
No, it's spelled differently. He's my old band teacher from school. Everybody thought we were related, but we weren't. It's spelled differently, but it sounds the same. So anyway, let's go ahead and get some music. We're running just a minute behind already, so we have a lot of music tonight. We're gonna get started with Frankie Storm with "The Cure Is Love" on Indie Music Live. Please share this video out and let us know what you think in the comments.
They're wondering why the answer never comes. When will you show them what you show me? The world them not knowing when their hope is coming from. Is it too late? They spread hate like disease. We saw war, we're fighting to save lives. Remind me that we lost our way. We keep
Frankie Storm, The Cure Is Love. I was waiting for the 3, 2, 1, whatever. Yeah, we're sitting around, we're digging her. We're digging that tune a lot. So really cool. Talk about it in a second. Let me say hello to Carlos Sandiford, Kathy Westphere, my good old nephew, Philip Hundley. Vegas, Next God. Everybody's saying, Calamari says it's like a Rihanna vibe. Yeah. Omega, you're the guest tonight. Why don't you go first and then Dave go?
I absolutely love this song. Very passionate and emotional. Has a nice little commercial appeal to it too, man. Some heal the world type stuff, man. I think Frankie, she couldn't have had or recorded better takes as far as for the verses and the choruses, man. I think that the song is strong, a lot of replay value, and I can hear it like inspiring a lot of people for different reasons.
Definitely high quality. Dave, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't think we're realizing the full experience of this tune, man. Like, this is a really great song. The vocal harmonies come together really nice. I love her voice. It's unique. I like her better than Rihanna, that's for sure. I like I'm better than Rihanna stuff. But yeah, this is I'd love to see her go back into the studio and remix this. I mean, I really would, just because it's I think it needs some mastering, and I think the vocal panning is there, like the vocal tracks, harmonies, the panning's there, but I think most of everything else is all center, and it's a little washed out at times, and I think it could use some more punchy low end to fit better with that kind of reggae Jamaican beat going. But the core pieces are there. So yeah.
Yeah, and like what I like her there's not a lot of effect on her vocal. Sorry, my phone was distracting. My phone, I was watching the comments and the videos and stuff on my phone, and that's why I'm looking down sometimes. Weird. I'm trying to find it again. Anyway, what I noticed is that it sounds to me like she's really singing. There's not a whole lot of effects on there, and there's some, I can tell that there's some stacks on there, and stacking is not the easiest thing to do to make it sound like you want it to sound, you know what I mean? And I think that it sounds like there's some natural stacking going on there. So anyway, yeah, great tune. Let's go ahead and move on before everything crashes and burns, shall we? Let's see here. We're going to listen to another tune, then we're going to come back, talk about that for a second. We're going to get into some music news, some good music news coming up tonight. And again, share this video out. I'm going to try to get back in and look at the comments. Everybody say hello to me. Let me know that you're here. And let us know what you think of the song in the comments, of course. This is going to be Jared the Caveman with the song All We Do on Indie Music Live 89.
All we do is cry, babe. All we do is hide our love away. Then shake the streets and wait till something falls away. Diamonds and pearls, they spring from your smile. A gift from the heavens to water the vines. Pouring, we came back to life just to stay side by side. Babe, all we do is hide our love away and shake these streets and wait till something falls away. I know these lands from coast to coast, but I swear there's a treasure beneath every rock. And a map made of stars in the sky, so you never get lost. So hard you could hear them pines talk. You learn all the secrets, then you learn that in love, bad news they always come running, the good ones they walk. streets and wait, something falls away.
Indie Music Live, episode 89. So I was hanging out the other night, last week, I guess, maybe 2 weeks ago. And Wednesday nights, as I've said before, is my beer night. I was having some beers, working on the show, pre-producing the show. And I ran across this really cool dude called P the Politician. I don't know if you guys know about this guy, but he does a show very similar to ours. And I just happened to catch him, and he's hanging out, and it's not the same thing, but it's similar. So P the Politician is going to come on and help us with the show in a couple of weeks. So I just wanted he's in the house. He's a really nice guy. I had a great conversation with him. He loves indie music too. So go check out his show. You can submit your music there as well. But you can also submit your music at indiemusicplus.com. Go there, submit your music. So anyway, back to the music. Jared the Caveman sounds a lot like a Bob Dylan-ish type of thing to me. I really, really like the music. I like the production, all that stuff. The one note that he never hits, though, really kind of bugs me. So that's really what I have to say about this. Dave, ladies first. I mean, Dave, you're next. Sorry.
Right back at you then. I mean, what? No. Definitely, I was thinking a mix between Paul Simon and Bob Dylan for sure. It's that 60s, 70s folk. And it almost had, there was some buzzes a little in the recording. It was almost like again, one of those retro type of recordings where if you heard it 40 years ago, you wouldn't flinch. Really nice song, man. Like, cool voice.
Yeah.
I like all the parts. I like that it was stripped down and it made sense. It worked for me. I would put a touch of compression on this. It's just another tune. I'm guessing he didn't master this because you can kind of tell in the mix, like there's no like limiting on the tracks. Sometimes they come in really loud. Like when you hear, just the different pieces, it's like, okay, there's no compression there. That's all I would say here. Other than that, it's, he hits the mark on what he's going for, I think. Omega, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I love it. I love the fluidity in the song. I love how just the transition between the verses and the chorus that he comes back to. Very fluid, man. Nice song. I was saying to myself, like, it's a strong recording. Like, I can see like this recording giving their fan base like man, I need to experience this song live. Like this is like one of those songs. Like if it's in a live setting and enough people like have heard the song and resonate with the song, it can create like a great experience live. And so I think this song is a good segue to when they perform it live. It's a good song.
Yeah, I mean it's like when Paul Simon still makes an appearance. I mean, there's still like 20,000 people show up and are fighting to get in. I mean, it's not this. Right. It's not like there's no more market for this like smooth folk sound. Like they're there.
Yeah.
Paul Simon was still one of the top 5 shows I've ever seen.
Nice, man.
Might have been because I was front row center, but anyway, for free. But anyway, that's a whole.
Well, good for you, Joe.
All right, so Rob, it's time for some music news, man. All right, so we have a couple of stories. Dave's actually going to take a story tonight, but I'm going to go first. So does anybody know who Esperanza Spalding is? Have you ever heard of her? She's a really amazing jazz musician. I believe, she's okay. So I'm just going to read a little bit here from NPR.org, which is where I got this story. She's a multi-Grammy winning bassist and singer-songwriter, and she's more in the jazz element. And so what she's doing is she is going to have a marathon recording session on Facebook Live where she's going to basically create an album from scratch and live stream it on Facebook. And I think that's really, really cool idea. So you can check out the full story on NPR.org. But it says, I lost what I was going to say. Anyway, cool idea, right, Dave?
Yeah, pretty cool. It's cool to just kind of see the look behind the scenes, the process of writing and creating an album. It reminded me of Jaco Pastorius. You guys know who that is, right? The greatest bassist of all time. Yeah. His song "Crisis" was. I never forget like reading about the process of writing that tune, which was each instrument in that song. They just recorded to the click track, and that's all they had. And that's how he did it with every piece. And it was like acid jazz, and there was like, 20 different instruments, and nobody knew like when they were going to come in with their solos and everything. And when you listen back, it sounds like just like beautiful chaos, just the way it's just like these swells and it's like, just like coming up and down. It's like, man, there's,
what is that?
But
yeah, so Omega, we're going to get an update from you on, I don't know if you saw the notes, but we're going to get an update from you on Game Breaks here in a second. But is a game, that's what it's called, right? Game Breaks? I'm saying that, right?
Yeah, yes, that's the name of my band.
Okay, just making sure, because for some reason, it didn't, when you say a word over and over again, it doesn't sound right after a while. I feel like I made a mistake there. Anyway, Game Breaks, hanging out, and he's so what do you think? You guys going to do Facebook Live video?
I think that's the wave of the future, man. I think she's tapping into something, man. I mean, it's a clickbait society, man. It's microwave. It's a microwave society at its finest. And so if you can give your fans a free experience, and it's in their natural habitat as far as with social media, I think that's right on. I think I'm going to borrow that idea and make it my own, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. All right, Dave, your turn. You got a story to read.
Yeah, I got to tell you guys, I mean, there's this Polish death metal band called Decapitated that was arrested on kidnapping charges. You guys have heard about this, right? I mean, it was horrible. It's like there's this string going on. There was a Turkish death metal band a couple weeks ago that kidnapped some people, and there was an Italian death metal band a month ago.
No, but this is a real story, Dave. This is a real story.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it yet, Joe. I mean, it's like you read through it, and it's, the victim or the band says it's like it was a fan that came to the show and like chose to hang out with him afterwards. I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand this stuff because it's like it's on Rolling Stone, and it sounds like the story's not clear yet. Like,
well, yeah,
I don't understand the reporting on this. Like it hasn't gone to court. There hasn't been a judgment. Like it's all the facts aren't out yet, and it's on Rolling Stone. I just
thought it was a great title. Polish death metal band Decapitated, arrested on kidnapping charges.
Yeah, I mean, a Polish band stole my mom's purse last week. I don't know what's going on here.
Those dumb death metal band.
Yeah, Rob just had possibly the worst joke in history behind the scenes.
All right, so Omega Sparx, give us a Game Breaks update.
Man, we've been rocking, man. We finally got our full band up and rolling.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, man, it is great. We just rocked at the Evening Muse, which is a premier spot here locally in Charlotte, man, and rubbing elbows with other bands that are a lot more professional and has a lot more experience than us. And I love the merger of, I mean, it's not a new concept, rapcore or, new metal or, blending rap and rock, man. But it lights my world up, man. I love it. And so rocking a bunch of shows for the rest of the year, starting to work on Game Breakers Volume 3. Just got finished doing Evo. We wrote a song that was at where Evo has it, a big stadium in Las Vegas, man, big arena in Las Vegas, and it's fun, man. It's fun. Still geeking out.
Evo is when we met you guys, when you were our featured artist, when we were starting out too as Indie Music Plus, and we were doing our featured artist interviews separately on Blab.
Appreciate that.
And so you guys did it again. It's a yearly thing for you guys. Just briefly tell me what Evo is, just in case some people don't know.
Right. Yeah. It's like the biggest fighting game video game tournament in the world. Esports is really getting big. ESPN2 covered it. And so, we're in the thick of it as songwriters every year. It's been a wonderful experience, man. That's actually been the platform that's catapulted us to bigger things. And so, yeah, shout out to the Evo fans, man.
Cool.
I played dodgeball on ESPN 8 one time. The Ocho.
Yeah. ESPN Ocho.
Yeah.
I love dodgeball. I just saw that movie last week.
Cool. Well, everybody that's hanging out with us, we got Vega, P the Politician, Death by Platypio's in here, Calamari, Stefano, Robert Fullerton, all these other people. Yeah, got a good little crowd hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you. Invite your friends, say hello in the chat. Let us know that you're here. Let us know what you think of the songs. Share this video out. Leland Best, what's up, old Blab friend? How you doing, man? I see you all the time doing some live stream stuff. We got Keela Smith as well. Omega Sparx is hanging out with us. We're going to watch a video now, and this is another band that was a featured artist on the website before we were actually doing a show that we do now. We were doing a podcast type thing. But this band is called Sinoptik. They actually emailed me the video and said, "Hey, we got a new video coming out. You might play on the show." And I said, "Hell yeah, I don't mind." These guys are really awesome. The video is going to be a little long. Rob's like doing something really weird right now, but
yeah. When Wirecast crashes, Rob, it's like he's on acid, man.
Yeah,
like the stuff that he's saying back there.
Leland says, "What's happening, Dave?" So, Rob, let's go ahead and check out. This is Sinoptik. I believe they're from overseas. These guys are awesome. Check this out. This is their new video called "Standalone Syndrome" on Indie Music Live '89. I love that band. That is Sinoptik. It's been fun to watch them grow up over the past couple of years. Like I said before, we did them and they were a featured artist back in the day when we first started doing the Indie Music Plus thing. And man, it's been awesome to watch them grow and get better. So some of the comments, P the Politician, who by the way is going to be on the show in a few weeks. He says, I don't know why, but the first 2 seconds gave me a Rob Zombie feel, but they're a totally different lane. Like the video, the black and white does it for me. Bobby Stamps, what's up? Bobby Stamps says they have an acid U2 sound. Death by Platify. Big sound for a trio. They are a trio, right? Yes, they are a trio. The guitar player plays keyboards, though, also. So Calamari, very well put together. Leland Best says great stuff here. Good video shots. I love the band. I love everything that they're doing. So Omega, why don't you go first? You seem to like them too a lot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they may have a new fan. Just super ultra mixing and mastering, man. It was great. I love, I don't like, rock songs that are unmixed or just unfinished, man. Where it's like the music, the instrumentation is spot on, but the vocals, are not fully developed or vice versa. This is just a professional sound. I could hear these guys like go mainstream or commercial, on, TV and stuff. I mean, just great. I mean, it's a fun song too. It's a fun song, and they can obviously by the music video, they're showing the ability that they can, rock arenas, man. They can rock like whole crowds.
Yeah,
rock their faces off, man. So
that's one of the things I was going to say. Is if you watch some of their videos, this isn't the only video they have, but if you watch some of their videos, they're always playing to massive crowds. I don't know if they get on good tours where they can open up for big people, or if they just have a huge fan base. I really don't know. I'm not in contact with them that much, but I know I love them. Sean Delaney walked in. Johnny Ova. Bobby Stamps said in and outs were great. I don't know what that means, Bobby, but it sounds a little dirty. Dave, what do you think?
Dude, this like I listened to this a few times. I was trying to find that part that just didn't work for me, and there was nothing. Dude, this song was like perfect, man. Like what a performance, dude. I was like hypnotized when I was listening to that. I was just like totally, like when you're watching a awesome movie and you kind of forget where you are. And you're like, oh, I'm in my family room right now. I like forgot I was sitting in a chair right now. You just
That's called a flashback, Dave.
You get totally engulfed, Jill. You get engulfed, man. And that's what happened here. But I gotta shout out the drummer here, dude. The guy is a stud. I mean, he's got massive chops, but he didn't overplay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you hear with this type of music, you hear a lot of drummers just overplaying, like trying to show off their rolls and their patches, like, hey, look what I can do. I mean, he obviously can play however he wants to, but he just fit like right into the pocket of this type of sound, and it was like just enough with his playing to make this work.
Well, it
was solid enough where you knew he can go off if he wanted to. It was, and this was amazing, dude. I mean, like you guys, I'm not talking to Joe and Omega, I mean the listeners, you guys hear the difference here, right? Like just in terms of the mix and the spectrum of sound, this was just beautiful, dude.
Yeah, cool. The video, like you mentioned, how everybody was right on. Like everybody's right on when you listen to it. But the frustrating thing about the video, which is the cool thing too, is that nobody's on. Like the way the video is edited, it's like he goes to hit and it's like, oh, and then he goes back to normal speed. And it's like, it's so frustrating because I just want to like watch him play. But I guess I got to go see him live to do that.
That was a cool video too, dude. Just the way it was shot, it just kind of captured just the energy of the band and man, just everything here. This is amazing, man. Cool. I love this.
Yeah, so everybody, let us know like you have been. It's great to see all the comments. Invite your friends, tag them in the comments. I think Visual Eye just walked in. And we got a bunch of new reviews coming up on the website. He's one of them. He has a new single out. So let's go ahead and listen. Let's change gears completely and go on to the next song. We're gonna change gears considerably here for a couple songs. This is the next one up is Mike Sherm with "Get That." Share Indie Music Live, episode 89. Bobby Stamps is tapping his leg. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Is that What leg are you tapping, dude? I don't know if it's that kind of show, but anyway, Calabar, we get some good responses on this one.
It was kind of a YouTube vibe, right?
Yeah, sort of acidy YouTube. Yeah, Vega says love it. Carlos Sandiford says dope. Bobby Stans was tapping his leg. Calamari says great delivery. Dave, you have something to say about it?
I actually don't have much here. I mean, I like the raspy voice. It's kind of unique, like, you know, DMX and everything. I couldn't quite figure out what's really missing here with the whole picture. I think it's maybe some thin production, but I mean, it's like he has the roots of something cool going on. But yeah, I got to pass this off to Omega. I know you got some thoughts on this, right?
Yeah, I mean, he as an artist, man, he has an incredible flow, but the song was kind of really one-dimensional. I think he should have kind of passed the hook or the chorus off to, you know, another rapper, you know, get another vocalist on it or get a singer on it or something. But I mean, the hook was kind of like a throwaway hook. It was kind of weak. And I've seen this before, like guys that know they have an incredible flow or they have an incredible energy, delivery about themselves. They kind of show what makes them special a little too early in a project or in a song.
Interesting.
And so, you know, yeah, I mean, like for people that are super lyrical, can put words, to craft words together in between instrumentation. It's like, you gotta have that right formula of letting the beat, the instrumentation breathe a little bit, let it tell its story. And then you find those pockets to be dynamic, but you don't want to be dynamic, like straight off. And so, you know, the artist in this one, he just what makes him special. He gave it to you in the first 5 seconds. And so as the song went on, it just kind of tapered off and, you know, you just lost interest, honestly, at least in my opinion.
Oh, look, you're back to normal size again. What was going on with that? That was weird.
Super size.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things. Like, I love I tell everybody the reason why it makes it on the show is that I listen to it because I choose the music on the show, and you know, it did something for me at some point. So I mean, I like the beat. I like everything was good and hype about it. But same thing that Omega says, like, you know, it's almost like it would went like this. Actually, it started like this and it went like this, but then it went like this the whole time, and then just lost interest. So good stuff, but it could be probably a little bit better, I guess, or a little more interesting. This song was great compared to the radio music that's out today. Calamari says, yeah, it's good indie, definitely. So, okay.
I mean, the songs that make our shows are better than most radio, man.
Oh,
it's like what?
Well, and you would be surprised what I had
definitely
to get, you know, to pick shows on the.
Yeah, I mean, we get so many submissions. I mean, it keeps rising too. So
we get a ton of submissions, and they're not all good. Let's put it that way. They're not all bad either, but they're not all great. Anyway, let's go on to another tune. We got 2 more tonight. We got a jam pack tonight. We had 6 songs tonight. That's the most we've ever had in one show, just because it just keeps filling up. So again, share this video out. We're getting towards the end. Let some people know that you're here. Tag them in the comments or just send them a message and say, hey, get over here. Check this video out. Really appreciative that everybody's hanging out with us every Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, generally on YouTube, but mostly on Facebook. We'll be back on YouTube. Jonathan Tripp just walked in. It's Mr. Livestream himself. All
Fix the glitch, Jonathan, please. Fix the glitch.
Oh, and guess what? I'm doing the whole show in my underwear. Ricky Bombo, I ain't playing with them next.
Oh.
Followers, I go hard and I don't mean to offend you haters. Y'all make me famous, I can't see you from this elevator. We going up to the top, but it won't stop, cause we loud up in this motherfucker. You can watch me slam it down for that crown in that 2016. Got ammo for that fuck shit and I keep that burner clean. I did this cause I had to, baby, you know I'm a ride. If they fucking with you, I can guarantee a homicide. I ain't playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. I did this cause I had to, baby, you know I'm a ride. If they fucking with you, I can guarantee a homicide. I ain't playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. Hit you with that bass going Gucci, Gucci, yeah.
fire. You know my partner's Fendi, Louis, Gucci, Prada. Poppy doing good, so that means Poppy don't need nada. Dead Prezi stuffed up in my pocket. Swag stuck on proper. She give me back, you let me skeet all up on the knocker. Just like my speaker, she peeking every time that I pop her. My weed will amplify her ambition and give me Sasha. Now you know Sasha, she neighbors with Becky. And I will take them double dating if she let me. I promise that you will never forget me. You got it, I got it, I'll show you what to do with it. Have you dripping waterfall. Way before I'm through with it, smooth with it, like some boobies. Losing thoughts like roofies, you know what you're doing with that body. That booty so hypnotic, going up and down. Hydraulics, alcohol up in my system, I ain't playing with nobody. Fuck around and make me catch a body, a body. I did this cause I had to, baby, you know I'm a ride. If they fucking with you, I can guarantee a homicide. I ain't playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. Playing with them, no, 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 no. I did this cause I had to, baby, you know I'm a ride. If they fucking with you, I can guarantee a homicide. I ain't playing with them, no. Playing with them, no. Playing with them, no, no, no.
I'm gonna change my name to JoJo Keys Bombo. I think that's would be a pretty cool name for me. So that was Ricky Bombo.
JoJo.
I ain't playing with them. I don't know. I can't say that right. I want to say everything correctly. I am. But that's not how it's supposed to be. So, Tim Gillette in the house, Mr. Rockstar blogger himself. Say hello. Show yourself. Calamari, laid back music, tank or P&B rock type. Not exactly sure what that means.
Baba Stamps.
Baba Stamps was tapping his leg again. I don't know if he is still here. He might be tapping his leg somewhere else, maybe in the bathroom. Visualize said he was digging it. So let's go Omega first. What do you think, dude?
Buddy, you know, I'll say what I like about the song first. It has a lot of catchiness to it. He found a few catchy hooks. You know, nice flow between the verse back to the hook, then the verse back to the hook. Kind of one-dimensional, man. From a production standpoint, that the auto-tune, man, he could have did a little. You know, one thing I like about artists like Kendrick Lamar, like he'll change up his voice. I just felt like the production was just one dimensional. The auto tune got old after a while.
Joe loves the auto tune.
Like, yeah, but too much. You know, too much of anything is a bad thing, man. And so, and another thing for rappers, man, it's like you can have a ridiculous flow, very catchy, but spend time creating that magical hook or chorus that's going to take your song, you know, to another stratosphere, honestly. You know, a lot of times we just, rappers, we rest on our laurels as a, you know, hey, I got a good flow. And that's it. You know, that's not enough, in my opinion, to carry a full project or a full song. You know, people are going to get tired of it, no matter how dynamic it is after a while. And so, you know, going the extra length to make sure you have an incredible chorus or hook that's better or even better than your verses goes a long way. So,
yeah, no, that's the same thing for me on this tune. Like, the auto tune is a little much for me. I'm not a really huge fan of auto tune. I like it like people like Ridley Victoria. She's one of the few artists that really does it right with the auto tune. You can hear it, it's in there, but she can really sing, and her voice is brought over the auto tune. So, and my thing with the auto tune in this song, and it's not even really about the auto tune, but more about the hook, is it just kept landing on that same note over and over and over again. Where it might be better if it was or it might be better if it was a little kind of ended here and then into here, maybe did a little something here, but it just kept doing the same thing over and over again. So I don't know. It sounds like one of Dave's songs, right, Dave?
Well, I mean, I was feeling like a kind of like an acid U2 vibe on this tune. No.
Leg. Oh man.
No, I mean, I don't mind the auto tune in music, even still today. Like, but super subtle. Like to me, it always has to be subtle because, like, I don't know. It's like I can't remember what year that was. Like Kanye West, he started kind of pushing the boundaries of auto tune. It was like way out there. Like boom, it's like okay, that's cool, but that's it. Like then people started to try and copy it and do it the exact same way, and it's already old in like 6 months. So when I hear it, I just want it subtle, man. That's just my personal opinion on this. I think he just tweaked it up a little too high to the point where it actually makes the vocals a little pitchy at times. Like it was like out of key. It's like it kind of like jumps up, so like, and it gets out. I don't know. It's just not pleasant when it kind of peaks out like that. But underneath it all, I think it was a pretty cool like flow here. Like overall, I enjoyed this. It was like a nice groove, and it was just those little tweaks that just kind of jumped out to me. But
right. Yeah,
let's get rough.
Very nice.
Let's get rough, Joe. It's time to get rough.
I was wondering who's going to break the silence. Who's going to break the awkward silence? Because I'm like sitting there.
Let's go to the rough stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to finish up tonight with one more tune. Like I said, we had a lot of tunes tonight, and it's been a fun time hanging out with Omega Sparx from Game Breaks. Past featured artist. And Dave Fog Machine Werba, as always. Robert Hicks is running the controls of Hicks Video. Check him out if you need live streaming professional production video. Nothing dirty, though. He doesn't do anything dirty. Maybe he does if you pay him extra. Oh, Rob, put that away, man. Put that away.
He has a new assistant, Dolores. Have you met her?
No, I have not.
All right.
Should I? Anyway. So, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Go ahead and share this video out one last time. Tag your friends, send them a message, share it in the groups and all that stuff. Share it on Twitter, everywhere you are. Let us know you're still here by letting us know what you think of this tune. We're going to get a little punk. This is The Rough with Not You, Resolve on Indie Music Live 89.
Rough.
You pulled the car before me. Sharp blades come straight from the mirror. Heat patch, you never call yourself a killer man. Try to keep the plane high with your other hand. One day they'll all adore me. You'll bluff, I'll stand and deliver. I can't keep going with this little game. My reply stays the same. And I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from you. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore than I want to. No, not with you. What did you say the day when you first saw me? Eyes all on me. Sounds good, but I could have done it better, man. Well, I'm the one that made a feast of my feeders, and you wanna say I'm hungry, getting sloppy, lies all on me, but you stand up short when you roll the tall, and this is my resolve, 'cause I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from you. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore than I want to. No, not with you.
Indie Music Live, episode 89. Cal Maury says he kind of like a Green Day song, but I really enjoyed this. What do you mean, kind of like a Green Day song, but you really
Me likey.
Death by Platypie, what's up, still hanging out, says like it reminds me of indie from early 2000s. Yeah, I was thinking Bad English.
Ooh.
What they really sounded like to me mostly. We were having a conversation in the green room here while we were listening, playing the song. The mix overall, it's punk, right? It's raw.
I got a great reference here, Joe. Let me save you, everybody.
To me, the drums are too loud and power over the vocals. Yes, Dave.
Yeah, we were saying it was like the garage version of Sinoptik.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, but I think a great reference to me right here is Queens of the Stone Age for several reasons, man, because similar sound, but also like Queens of the Stone Age. I mean, they had a big following and everything. They didn't have great production. They didn't have layered guitars. They didn't have this like super wide spectrum of sound. They were stripped down, and I always felt they were stripped down too much. Always, every time I heard them. And so when I hear these guys again, that's my feeling. I think I would add like a few more guitar tracks, and the low end is not, it's just not big enough to me, man. Like I hear the bass player, I hear his parts, but I don't feel the low end in the mix. And for this type of music, it's like it needs more meat. That's just my opinion. But it's again, it's just one of those bands, one of those songs where it's like great sound. It's like, but there's some pieces that I'd love to see just kind of improved in parts. Omega.
Yeah, I agree. And the vocalist, man, the singer, he totally got drowned out by the rest of his band. There's a few pockets in the chorus where you can hear a background singer. I don't know if it was somebody else or just another take of the recording of the lead singer. But man, I wanted them to like to beef that up and bring it a little more into the foreground. I love like when there's another vocal track accenting the main vocals, just to kind of give it a nice little glaring. But yeah, man, I don't just, you know, I'm a lyrical guy. I focus more on the voice in the record. I feel like the takes wasn't that good, man. It was, you know, it sounded like the band was in the studio and the lead singer was doing a live version of the song. That's what it felt like. It felt kind of weird. But if they work on their craft, man, if they work on their production, I think they're there, man. I think it has the potential to be a very fun track, man.
Yeah, they're right there.
That's for sure. I mean, they'd be fun. There. They definitely hold their up, you know, their own at any punk show. That's for sure. You know. So, Omega, we're gonna be getting out of here, but tell everybody where we can find Game Breaks.
You can find Game Breaks on gamebreakers.bandcamp.com or gamebreakers.com. Find me at Omega Sparx, OmegaSparx. I hate spelling, but hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. I love just talking with my fans and other fellow musicians. And
hey, we love talking with you, man. We love you.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah, I love you guys. And
I love having you on the show. That's why we're, even though, you know, you missed it the last time because you fell asleep.
Yeah.
You're meditating.
Yeah, man.
I love having you here, man. You're fun. You're a cool dude. And thanks for being here.
Thanks,
we have you scheduled, I think, once or twice more this year. So
come on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're
I want my own segment.
Omega. Dave,
give me my own segment, man.
I'm sorry, what, dude?
I said, give me my own segment, dude.
Well, you can have your own segment, dude. Definitely. We'll talk about that some more because that's what we're looking for. We want more and more people to be involved in the show. What Dave and I actually want is that someday we don't actually host this show. We just run it. Weird.
No, I mean, we could do critiques, but we're gonna have someone actually like doing the news. I didn't even tell you that, Joe. I think I found somebody to just like.
Well, that's great because that's what we want. I mean, I love doing it, all that stuff, but we want it to be like a show for and by musicians and, you know, people involved in it and stuff. So
yeah, man, I enjoy breaking down the songs and just like doing the critique in it. And again, man, we haven't said this in a while. We're not trying to crush dreams here, man. Like we're just speaking from the heart what we hear of this music and trying to be constructive in what we hear. And it's most of the time it's like we love what you guys are doing, but there's just like some small pieces, just a few tweaks, and it's like a big difference that'll be made in the overall sound. So I hope,
and at the same time, our opinion isn't the only opinion either. So, you know, we're really here to build everybody up. So all right, so
that's it.
Omega Sparx barks. That's what it should be called, is what Death by Platypi said. Check out those comments there. All right, so Juan just walked in. Everyone's walking in. We're ready to sign off. So catch us next week, Tuesday. Tuesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern time, right here, Facebook Live. We love having you and Chuck talking to you. If you want to be involved in the show, just get in touch with us somehow. You can be an Indie Music Street Live reporter. You can do the news, whatever. We'll work something out. We love having people involved. And yeah. Did I say everything I need to say, Dave?
That's it. Sign off, brother.
All right, Rob, take us out, man.